Hi! Today, the topic is it better to have a routine or to be spontaneous and to improvise? This question is largely dependent on your personality type. One thing that I love is a personality test called Myers-Briggs. Some people call this personality test the 16 personalities test. There are 4 different letters with 2 different options in each letter. So there are 16 personalities overall. I can talk about this more in another video, but basically, the last letter of that personality test indicates whether or not you are a person that prefers to plan things ahead of time, or you are a person that likes to be spontaneous and do things in a more improvised way. For me, I like to do things with a little bit of a plan, but then do something spontaneous or different if it feels like it works better. For example, today, the original plan was for me and my husband to go to the park with some friends. At the park, we were going to exercise and then come home. After, my other friend was going to come and we were going to go back to the park and exercise more. But after this morning, we exercised a lot and we were tired. So my friend asked if we wanted to go play games at his arcade. My friend owns an arcade. An arcade is a place where you can play games. So I texted my friend and asked if they would be okay playing games at the arcade instead of going to the park to exercise. And they said, sure, that sounds good. So the original plan changed a little bit. This is an example of having a plan and then doing what feels right in the moment. Doing what feels spontaneous. Spontaneous is a word that means without planning. To be spontaneous means to do something because to be spontaneous means to do something where before you weren't planning on doing that thing. But when the moment arrived, you decided to do it. I think that some of life's best moments are spontaneous. Think about how many times you've laughed with your friends. those moments of laughter are spontaneous. They're not planned. Think about the times that you've stayed up too late to go dance or drink or do things with your friends. Those moments might not have been planned, but they were probably a lot of fun. There is a limit to doing things spontaneously, because if you don't have a routine, it can be easy for the day-to-day chores or tasks that you need to get done. It can be easy for those things to get behind. It can be easy to not have enough time to do those things if you live your life too spontaneously. For example, things like taking out the trash, washing your dishes, doing your job, making sure you get enough sleep, making sure you're eating a healthy diet. All of these things and more can get off track. They can be forgotten when you live your life in a spontaneous manner. So, like any concept, usually there's a balance between routine and spontaneity. For me personally, the older I get, the more I can see the value in having a routine. But my husband is a person that really likes routine. And I am a person that really likes to be spontaneous. So, between the two of us, we make sure that the other person gets a little bit of what they need to balance out their life. Are you a spontaneous person, or do you like routine?